Good morning. Good morning. Okay, let's jump right in because I forgot to charge the laptop. So we only have like this much battery. So let's do this. All right. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, nice and slow. And then we breathe out through the mouth, expelling all that no longer serves us in that like long awaited sigh. And when we're pulling up with our inhale, or pulling up that beautiful Mother Earth energy as we ground down into her, just becoming one with Mother Earth, filling our whole being, our whole energetic field with unconditional love, peace, and calm. So breathing in nice and slow through the nose. Breathing in. Just really taking your time with this and coming into this present moment. Breathing in. This time we're going to be pulling down from Father Sun, pulling down that beautiful Father Sun source light energy, cleansing and clearing and bringing clarity. So breathing in nice and slow. Expelling all that no longer serves us. Breathing in. If you need to stretch your neck, roll your shoulders, whatever you need to do to really just sink into this moment. Allow yourself just to be truly present, leaving yesterday and today behind, being just in the now. So breathing in one more time there. Expel. We're going to do one or two with intention on our heart center, our heart space, pulling those two energies together, allowing them to mix, mingle, and marry, and creating this beautiful balance energy that will then oyana, kiano, suyano, oyana, expand throughout our whole energetic field, helping us just to feel more balanced, like grounded and enlightened, not like, not tipsy-topsy. Okay, so breathing in through the nose. Breathing in through the nose to that heart center. One more there. Oyana, siano, tuyano, oyana. Iana, siano, tuyano, oyana. Kiano, suyano, tuyano, oyana. Iana, siano, tuyano, oyana. Kiano, suyano, tuyano, oyana. Kiano, oyana, suyano, oyana. Oyana, kiano, oyana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's dive in. We have the moon card right off the bat. That feels a little shifting there. Iana, siano, tuyana. Stuck together. Is that just one? Yeah, okay. 5 of Swords. We haven't gotten that one in a while. I don't know if we ever have. Maybe we have. I mean, I know we have in general, but not on here for these, but I don't know. That could be wrong. I feel like one more from here. Oyana, siano, tuyano, oyana. Okay. The Hangman. Nice. Okay. For some reason, I'm like spreading those out. Okay, we'll see what that means. Okay, now we're going to go to the Star Tarot. Oyana, siano, tuyano, oyana. 4 of Pentacles. Look at that one. It's interesting. Okay, so that's nice because so they have, so see there's a dragonfly, There's a little moon up there, and then you have the 4 alchemical element symbols there. So that's, I don't know. I'm just like, I like looking at we haven't used all of these tarot cards yet with the Star Tarot, because we only use it every now and then. And so we haven't used this before. And then I feel like it's like draws you in with that, the spiral and the sun is like, pulls you into it. And then we're going to the witch oracle, and then which that crescent moon there feels like it's purposely repeating there. Curiosity, what sparks your interest? And that was a word that a big word for yesterday's session, and it kept popping up for me last night too. And it's interesting there. So, I said that they had me spread out the tarot cards. They're having me fill in those spots with those cards. So we have one more here. This is the Work Your Light Oracle. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. Isn't that a beautiful card? I love these. I almost put it right back. I love these Rebecca Campbell cards. They're always so pretty. And these witch oracle ones. This is my absolute favorite one deck there. Okay, so they have the Oyana Siano Tuiano Oyana. So the Keepers of the Earth card. This one is like holding the center. It's like holding the center of the stage. They're like showing that, and like at the top. It's at the top, and then underneath it, the row underneath it, directly underneath, you have the 5 of Swords. And then going to my left, you have the 4 of Pentacles, and then the moon is bookending this side. Curiosity is to the right of 5 of Swords, and then you have the Hangman is bookending that other end. Okay, let's see. This is a big, lots of cards this morning. All right. Oyana Siano Tuiano Oyana. My eye is just landed on our word that we've been having out. Trust. Okay. Let's see where this takes us. Oyana Siano Tuiano Oyana. Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Siano Tuiano Oyana. Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Siano Tuiano Oyana. Siano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Siano Tuiano Oyana. Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Siano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Siano Tuiano Oyana. Goddess rising, goddess rising. That's what they keep saying. Goddess rising. Oyana Siano Tuiano Oyana. Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Sana Siano Oyana. Iana Sana Siano Oyana. Iana Siano Tuiano Oyana. And I don't know what this is about yet, but it feels very Oyana Kiano Suiano Oyana. Siano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Siano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Siano O Ana Kana Ana Ana O Ana Kana Ana. Oyana Siano Tuiano Oyana Kiano Suiano Oyana. Iana Kiano Oyana. So that Keepers of the Earth card really feels like, you know how I said like they have the row of all the other cards, and then that one, she's like on top there. So it just feels like it's kind of like, oh, and then that's part of that goddess rising. Like that is like from the deep, from ancients, is like she is rising up from the ancients. Iana Kiana Siano Tuiana Kana Siana Tiano Oyana. Iana Soiano Tuiano Oyana. Which is what we were feeling, what we've been feeling for a little while now, where it just feels like this old ancient wisdom is coming up, is boiling up. It's like, it feels like a volcano, and it's like been bubbling, it's been bubbling. Oyana Siano Tuiano Koiano Oyana. And it feels like, Oyana Siano Tuiano Oyana Kiano Oyana. Like it's about ready to erupt. Like it's like, oh, Iana nasiana toiano koiano oiana. Kind of like your time is coming, your time is coming, your time is coming. Oiana siana tiana ana kana ana. Iana siana tiana oyana kiana ana. Iana siana tiana oyana. It's like they're working out the last little kinks, or like shaking out the last little bits of things that are holding you back. Your that last bits of doubt and fear and worry and misbelief. Like you don't believe enough in yourself. You don't believe enough in like all this. Like it's like you still have like one foot in the 3D and then one foot in this, like, and oyana kiana siano tuiano oyana iana siano tuiano oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, in this beautiful magical world that is where oyana kiano suiano oyana, where the dreams are made of, where creation begins and ends, where oyana siano tuiano oyana kiano oyana, where there is no end. Iana siano tuiano oyana, this is where it's been calling you into, and yet you still have been like grasping onto and holding on to reality. Iana siano tuiano kuiano oyana siano oyana, like scared of giving up that mundane life. Like it's almost like, you know, you want to live in this magical world, and yet you're still holding on to the coattails of humanity, like and not in a sense of like, because we are living a human life, and that's not what they're talking about here. They want you to live this human life, but this is different. This is you holding on to oyana kiana oyana programming and societal norms, and like it's like, because there's like comfort still of the comfort of normal, of just because of being used to it. Kind of like why someone wouldn't leave an abusive relationship, and this is, please, like, don't overthink what I just said, but that they, because of fear of the unknown, they have known this relationship. Say someone has been verbally not nice, not kind to their partner for years, and they've been wanting to, they've been trying to gain that courage to step out of that relationship, to step out and away from that cycle. Because they want more, but they're scared of like the unknown. Like, I know like what's going to happen when I wake up. I know I'm going to have food on the table. I know I'm going to have, like, there's going to be, I know my daily routines. There's comfort in the known. And even if it means staying in an unhappy situation. And so they're saying like, and so that's what we've been doing here, and not to, and again, please don't like get weird about that analogy. Like it's, I'm not downplaying any by comparing this, our situation, spiritual alignment and all of that, to an abusive situation. I'm not downplaying the abusive situation by any means. I'm just trying to, maybe it's my trauma trying to like, like, help you relate to your trauma kind of thing. It's like, I don't know, you know, you speak to the known. So it's not like we're not downplaying the one or the other. It's like, it's just speaking a language that you may understand. So okay, focus. They're like, you don't have a lot of battery. Focus. They're like, stop worrying about. That's one of the things that they're trying to shake out of me, is always worrying about what people think of what I say. Taking it the wrong way. Ana kiana ana. They're like, shake that out, work that out. Ayana siana tiana oyana. Okay. Oyana kiana suiano tuiano oyana. So the moon. Iana siano tuiano oyana kiana oyana. This one feels very much like stepping bravely into your new role, like stepping boldly into your new role, like stepping like firmly in this footsteps of they just send up all these emotions. Of the footsteps of those that came before you, these beautiful, strong women that that had the courage. Oh, okay. So they are talking about there is a kindling of the abusive relationship that is really hitting home for somebody. And then there's also there's people that are like having a hard time stepping fully into their new lives of whenever it comes to this spirituality or a new job role, anything like that. And it's again just it's not apples to apples, but this is hitting home in different ways, and we need to honor that. Each and every one of us just honor the way it's hitting home for us and take it how it hits. Like they're speaking to you soul to soul right now. And so oyana siana tiano oyana kiana oina, so grasp it, like grasp that apple. Iana, and hold on tight. Ana siano tuiana oyana kiana oi, because now is a time for us to step boldly into the night, to follow the moon's path, to follow her guidance, to follow her oyana siano tuiana oyana kiana oyana, where she leads us, to follow the cycles, to follow our oyana iana, our ancestors and their footsteps of where they have been before, where they are guiding us, iana siana tuiana oyana, and picking up wisdom with each and every step that we take, picking up their wisdom that they have left for us to, it's almost like eat. Iana siana tuiana oyana, iano suiano tuiana oyana, iano tuiano oyana kiano suiano oyana. It's like they have left these breadcrumbs for us to pick up as we go along our path and our journey. It is time to step boldly into the night. It is time to step into these footsteps, into our little big girl shoes, bravely step into our big witch's shoes. Oyana siana tiana kiana oyana. They're like, get your weird on, let's go. Iana kiana suiano tuiana oyana. It is time to step boldly into the night. It is time to step boldly into the night. It is time to step boldly into the night. This sounds like, it feels like a very much like an ancient feminine calling. Like oyana kiano suiana tiana oyana. It's like it's almost like in those movies where all of a sudden the people start walking. They look like they're iana kiano suiana oyana tiana oyana kiano oyana. Like they're zombies or something. They're like walking out the door and kind of like they just start walking down the street. It feels like that. It feels like the moon is calling, like the goddess moon is calling to her, the ancient iana kiana oina seeds that were planted in our hearts of divine feminine, that our divine feminine goddesses within are rising, and they are calling us to come step bravely into these new roles. Oyana siano tuiano kuiano oyana. Even if you never could picture yourself in these roles, I never pictured myself doing this or that. Whatever it is for you, everybody's going to be different. There's going to be some of you teaching how to make things in this new earth, like this new like way, like herbal remedies or like home siano tuiano oyana, even if it's like how to make like things at home that people have been buying. Iana siano tuiano oyana, working with nature instead of like almost like raping her, and working with her in this manner of like working together to provide for both us and her, working with her to provide for her and us. Iana kiana suiano oyana. It is an exchange. It is a marry. Iana kana siano tuiano oyana siano tuiano oyana. Iana kiano oyana. It is something that she has longed for to get back to. Oyana siano tuiano oyana, to walk hand in hand with us. Oyana kiana oyana, and she wants to like trust us. Iana kiana ana siano tuiano oyana kiana oyana, and to grow our trust too, that she will provide if we provide. Ayana siano tuiano oyana kiana oyana. There is an exchange there. And there's some of you that are here to teach us how to do these things, how to connect with her, how to properly do these exchanges. How to give back and how to receive. And then there's others that will be teaching other things, and there's others that won't be teaching, but they will be receiving in this way of honoring all. There are going to be healers, and there's going to be healing. There's the ones that are just focused on healing in this beautiful, honorable way, where you just look and you are so inspired by watching their healing that it inspires you to do the healing, and then to share what you saw in this person, to where then they are inspired as well. There's going to be all different cooking and all these different things and ways that we are honoring our Mother Earth, honoring Father Sun, honoring the moon, honoring the land, honoring the goddess within. You may not have ever pictured yourself within this scenario, but here we go. It is time to step boldly into the night. It is time to step bravely into these shoes that have been like hands sewn just for us. This is our destiny. This is our truth. This is what has been lying within. The ancients are calling. The ancients are calling. And the fight that you must win is within. The fight you must win is within. The fight you must win is within. Stop overthinking shit. Stop overthinking shit. Stop overthinking shit. Stop underestimating yourself. Stop underestimating yourself. Get to work. Stop putting off till tomorrow what you can do today. And they're like, and yes, sometimes that means just to play. This world has given you so many distractions. Everywhere's distractions to keep you busy, to keep your mind busy like a bunch of little lab monkeys. They want your minds and distracted. Scroll. Watch. Gossip. Focusing on everything. I keep wanting to grab more and more of these crystals today. They want you to keep your eyes on other things instead of instead of truly being this powerful being that you are. But it's time to find your voice. It is time for that goddess within to bloom, to spread her wings, to light that flame, to grab her powerful torch and walk boldly and bravely into the night. Start getting curious. Start asking questions. Ask the questions. Get curious. Explore. You can be more. Keep learning. Keep growing. Now is the time. What is it going to be? What is your role in this new earth? What is your role in this new reality of yours? Lean into these different curiosities, and that will lead you to your where you're meant to be. If something sparks your interest, lean into that, learn more about it, see where it takes you. It may lead you down the way that is like the way, or it may just lead you to where you needed to have a little nugget of information and to keep going to find a different path that you can use that on as well. But either way, follow these little cookie crumbs of information and inspiration. Oyana kiana, oyana siano tuyana, ana kiano suiano, oyana kana, oyana kiana, oyana. It's time to flip this world on its head. Iana siano toyana, oyana kiano suiano, oyana. It is time we change things. It is time we change things. It is time we changed everything. 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 Get out of the grind. Get out of the grind. Stop turning spirituality into the grind. Iana kiano suiano tuyano oyana. We keep bringing the societal norms into this world, and we've got to stop. Iana kiana suiano oyana. We've got to stop making it about more. That's their distraction. They're part of their distraction. If you keep wanting more, if you keep wanting more, then you're always distracted. It's always distracted. More money. This is not, this is the societal norm. It doesn't have to be this new norm that we are trying to grow. We're trying to grow a new normal, a new way of being and living. We've got to get out of this crazy loop of more money, more things, more money, more things, more things, more money, more money, more things, more things, more things, more money, more things. And if by always like throwing those, just always being led, it's like the horse with the carrot kind of thing. Is that the where it's like, if we keep being attracted to that carrot of money, of more, like of filling up, bigger house, more things, bigger house, more things, then and more money. How can I make more money? How can I get more money from these beautiful spiritual beings? And how does that not feel and sound dirty? They're saying, they're not talking about, they are not like saying that they are on that train where healers should do everything for free. That's not what they're getting at. They're just saying we need to figure out this happy middle ground where we come out of those clouds of denial, and that we're like changing and disrupting things when all we're doing is putting a different label on it. They're like, bring it down. Ground it down into Mother Earth. If your business isn't grounded down into Mother Earth and connected with her and what she truly stands for and she wants so much for you and for all, growth and honoring each other and honoring this whole spiritual practice, honoring all of this. And it's not, it's not through dollar signs. That is not the way. If you are attracted to different programs because of the dollar signs, this will make you more money. You'll get more clients. This is come join my program for thousands of dollars so I can help you make thousands of dollars. That isn't the way. It's dirty. It feels dirty. It feels dirty. Oyana kiana suiano tuyano oyana. It feels dirty. Oyana kiana suiano tuyano oyana. By luring in and trying to win with dollar signs and trying to help others learn how to do the same, we are just changing the game. We're still in it. We're still in the programming, and we've got to break that programming. We know the world operates on money and not as much on iana kiana siana oyana trade, oyana siano tuyana oyana, but we can revert things to into a different way. Oyana siano tuyana oyana, and we know that not all is going to be iana kiana oyana, be able to trade even Steven, but we need to start trying to shift things. And even if it's for money, doing it in this, trying to find this beautiful middle ground. How do you bring it down to where it's grounded in honoring each other, grounded in honoring the practice, grounded in healing, grounded in growth, grounded in learning, grounded in getting back to where we are like turning the earth on its And Iana Kiana Oyana shaking it up. They're like, shake things up, shake things up, shake things up. Let's change things. Let's change things. Let's be better. Let's be different. Be different. You're already being different by doing things like tarot and healing and all these different things and potions and lotions and all the different things. Keep going, keep changing things up, keep turning things on its head, keep shaking things up in this new beautiful way where we honor each other instead of trying to take advantage of each other. We've got to get into the practice of honoring each other, of feeling like it's an honor. This is an honor to be in each other's presence. This is an honor to trade services with you. This is an honor to be able to take up space in this world with you, to be on this human journey and an experience with you. This is an honor. And how can we honor each other within this experience? And not about taking advantage of each other. That is the way we're trying to shift away from. We're no longer the lab monkeys. No longer the lab monkeys where you can dangle the carrot of money in front of our faces and just go running down the road after it, no matter what, who we trample over to get to it. It is a time to honor our Mother Earth. It is a time to honor the goddess within. It is a time to honor the goddesses who have become before us and who have laid the cookie crumb trail for us to follow. It is time, it is time, it is a time for goddess rising, 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 goddess rising. Oyana siano tuiano suiana tana ana ana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. Iana siano tuiano oyana. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Siano tuiano oyana. Kiano oyana. Fair pricing, fair. Because that sounds like out of nowhere, but I was asking in my head, so how can we do this? How can we find that middle ground, that common ground? Fair pricing is one of the things that came up in Siano Tuiano Oyana Kiano Suiano Tuiana. Compromising. Iana Siano Tuiano Oyana Kiano Suiano Tuiano Oyana. Iana Siano Tuiano Oyana. Like if somebody has like a trade and like they can offer, so say like you charge X amount and then they have this trade, but they know this trade isn't equal to like what you're offering, so they're saying I have this trade and this amount, these two together, and then that feels good and right in your soul, and that is you are honoring them by accepting, and you are honoring them by offering your services for their trade, and it's like a trade of like your Iana Kiona Oina, so you get both things. You get something that you can use, and you get part of it in cash money where you can also pay your bills. And you're honoring them by like saying, you're still worthy of my time. You're still worthy of my services, even though you don't have like in dollar bills the exact amount that I'm charging. You have like X amount in dollar bills, like half in dollar bills, and then the other half in like say canned goods. Like they can their own like beans and tomatoes and corn and whatever it is. And they're offering, and honey, and there's a basket of goods. And they're beautiful and they're handmade, and it took time and love and energy to make these things. And we need to honor that. We need to put value back into those things, instead of like putting all of our value into quick and easy, how can I make as much money as fast as I can from all these beautiful women so I could spend them on cheap Temu stuff. It feels dirty, right? It feels dirty when you hear it like that. Like you're trying to like, it feels like Pac-Man trying to go. You're like eating their way. We're eating our way through each other just to get more. And we gotta stop. We gotta honor it. We gotta ground this back down. We gotta ground it back down into Mother Earth. We gotta honor her and allow her to honor us. We've gotta get back into this give and take and even like exchange, and with her and with each other, honoring her, honoring each other, honoring her, honoring each other, honoring her, honoring each other, honoring the goddess within, honoring the goddess within instead of fighting it and keeping. This is like we're still in this because it's an addiction, this world that we've been living in, and they've taught us to be addicted to all these different things, to screens, to money, to food, to habits, like all the different habits, to wanting more, to not caring the damage that you do along the way to get more, to not caring where it comes from, and like what hurt damage was done to get product from A to B, to create product, to everything, all these different things. They've made it very addicting to where and very easy for us to like put on these glasses where we don't care, like we don't want to know. We don't want to know where it all comes from. We don't know what damage was done to get it to me. We don't care. We just want more. And we keep one foot into that world because it is addicting, because again, just like we talked about before, thinking about it being in, this is an abusive relationship that we're living in, and we're staying in it out of comfort because we know because that's where it's easy to be able to get things from Amazon or wherever it is that we're getting things quick and easy, not caring about where it comes from. It's easy to do that. It's easy to know, like, and it's like a dopamine hit every time you hit add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. And suyano tuyano oyana, and having it show up on your doorstep. Every time it shows up on your doorstep is a dopamine hit. It's a dopamine hit. It's a dopamine hit. It's so easy to buy like ready-made meals. It's so easy to like, it's just so easy to take advantage of all of these things in ways that they keep you entrapped in this cycle of non-independence. But we need to, and non-connection. There's no connecting there. There's no connecting there. Whenever you can like just faceless get at the front door, there's no connecting there. We need to start flipping it all on its head, changing things. How do we do that? We need to work together to figure out how we do that. Put your ideas in the comments. How do we do that? How do we change things? How do we get out of this abusive relationship that we've been in that keeps us addicted to all these things? The scrolling, which is very ironic being that you're watching a video right now. But I will say you're doing this one for growth and learning and healing. They're like, exception. They're like, just like if bites, take it in bites, take it in bites, take it in bites. They're like, you know what we're talking about as far as like, it's like smoking when you get to the scrolling. And then same thing with and they're like looking at all of the different parts of our lives and where we are addicted to things and how it keeps us entrained in this relationship, this of addiction, of distraction. Don't forget, it's like all about distraction. Alcohol. all these different things that keep us to where we're not working at full capacity. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and be at full capacity. And how can I be a better citizen of this new world? How can I be a better citizen of this new world? How can I be a better citizen of this new world? How can I learn to take care of myself in this new way? How can I learn to help others in this new world, in this new way of living? How can I be a better citizen of this new world? How can I, like, Oyana Kiana Oyana, help the rising of the goddesses, of all of our goddesses from within? Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. Oyana Kiano Suyano Tuyano Oyana. This is a time of the goddess rising. This is a time of flipping everything on its head. This is a time of change. How can I be a part of the change? And instead of ignoring that there needs to be change, instead of just like sleeping in the patterns of distraction, of addiction. It is time to break the patterns. It's time to break the addictions that we have. It is time to do better, to be more, to expect more from ourselves, like to be like we're capable of so much more than what we and they're not talking about like 9 to 5, that part of the bullshit part, which is neat, where they're not saying like if you need it to pay your bills, you don't have to. They're not saying mass walkout, but if that's in your game plan, then go for it. But it's like, but they're saying more for like, so if you go to your 9 to 5, say you're working in a factory or you're a bank teller or whatever it is, and these are all needed. They're all needed. They're not downplaying any of these roles. They're just saying you can do more, like whenever you get home or before you go to work or on the weekends if you're just exhausted other times. You can do more than just play video games, which is like one of those things is like and they're like, and you'll know if it's an issue or not. Some people can go in and play a video game and be good and golden and done. Some people, they get sucked in, they get drawn in, and that's that sweet spot for a distraction that they want you in. So we need to grow, like they're like, walk bravely and boldly into the night by stepping away from the video games, that they are what is holding you tight to this spot of distraction. Same with like Netflix or alcohol or eating like these foods that are like hurting us and keeping us to where we're tired and we don't have energy to do things and we don't feel good. What is it for you? What is it for you that's keeping you tied down to distraction and addiction and not being a productive citizen in this new society that we're we're flipping everything over on its head. We would love to be able to build this new earth. And so we need to be working together to help each other heal and to learn and to grow and to keep trying to keep away from distractions, out of the distraction loop scenario, to where and break those cycles to where we can have the energy and focus, because it really does like deaden your focus, right? But we want that focus to be able to follow the little nuggets of curiosity that have been left behind for us to follow, to where we are like, oh, I want to learn more about that. I want to learn more about that. And your ancestors, every time they're like, cha-ching, she just picked up that little cookie crumb of needing to learn more about herbalism or astrology or whatever, cooking or whatever it is for her. Like maybe all of a sudden she saw that like a cooking flyer, like learn a workshop or class or something, and she picked it up, and that was like, I led her to that, and they're all like cheering because your ancestors cooked. They were whipping up stews and stuff that were able to feed the masses, And now you're like following in their footsteps. So we're trying to break the loop of distraction, so that way we can pick up on these seeds. We don't keep missing them because we're too far into our phones, or too far into gossiping about other people, judging other people. They want us to be judging each other and being against each other, because it keeps us from, like living this new way, and like trying to come up with our own new system of being without all of the distraction and addiction and that we've been living in. It is time for change. It is a time for goddess rising, and that is the goddess within. You are already a part of the sisterhood of goddesses. They surround you. They are around, right beside you, and they are ready to like take your hand in hand, and then they're like, let's go, sister, let's go. Let's walk boldly and bravely into this new world. Let's find the strength within each other to leave the old behind, even if stepping into this new world is scary, because it's unknown. I know how to turn on that Netflix and get lost for hours binging different shows. That feels good and comforting to my soul. But does it really? Like, in the end, when you're done, and when you come out the other end of it, when Netflix finally spits you back up, when it chews you up and spits you out, do you feel good and accomplished for sitting there? And they're like, sometimes, I have my little thing sticking up. Sometimes you do need rest and all that. They're not saying like this, scrap the whole everything and just go out and live in the world and the woods, which sometimes isn't a bad idea either. But they're just saying, think about the end result whenever you're going into it in the beginning. How do you normally feel in the end? And that is where it begins, is how you feel in the end. And that is where the change begins, is paying attention with how you feel in the end of things. They're like, pay attention. Just start paying attention. And how you feel. How do you feel when you do this or that? Do you feel good and accomplished and fulfilled? If you do, then keep going. If you don't, then let's flip things on its head. Let's start again. Let's start a new revolution of change. It's goddess rising. Goddess rising. Oyana, siano, tuyano, oyana, kiano, oyana. Let's ground down deep into Mother Earth. Let us let her help us feel like held and safe in her arms. Let her show us how to honor her and how to honor each other. This is a new earth, a new way of living, a new way of being, and we're all learning. We're all becoming these new beings. So let's learn from each other. Let's learn from Mother Earth. Let's learn from our ancestors, this beautiful ancient wisdom that is bubbling up from the earth, coming up through the soles of our feet, finding its way to our hearts, wanting to lead us into this new space and place and this sanctity of just new life. And let's just grab a hold of it. And each other. We can do this with each other. Just one step at a time. One decision to say no more. Or one decision to say, let's explore. Let's go see what this new earth, this new world has to offer. And let's figure out how we can do it in such a way where we honor each other. Amen. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Amen. And so it is. Amen. And so it is. Blessed be.